everyone, it's me, Kevin, and now I'm going to do something different. So, my other reviews have been Legos, just Lego sets, like Jurassic World or Harry Potter, and I thought, why not try to not just do Legos, but also do, also review, like, toys and such, like action figures and all that. So today, I thought I'd start that with the Indoraptor. So, I got this, and it's pretty cool, actually. This is the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Indoraptor, by the way. And this is very posable, as it keeps saying. It says, super posable! So, yeah. Now, when 2015 came around, and, I watched Jurassic World and all that, I got many of the toys from Hasbro, and looking back, they're not that good. I kind of wish I didn't get some of them, but I do have some nostalgia for them, but they're not really good. But Mattel got the license at 2016, I'm pretty sure. Like, the news article said that, and they're like, I'm excited! So, let's see. This is the Indoraptor, figure from Mattel. Now, it says Mattel right here. Mattel. So yeah, so I really like the box here. It looks so cool. Like the blue, like I've noticed with all the colors and such that they're usually orange, yellow, and orange. Like to represent the volcano and the fallen island. Now, here it's blue because this was created in Lockwood's mansion, and it's a male. This is the male, unlike the other dinosaurs who are female. So yeah, here's the back, and looks pretty cool. I do like it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You have this, thing up here. Read it if you want to, but yeah, this is very posable. And you also have these two here. You have Owen and Claire and Blue and the gyrosphere. Kind of wish I did get the gyrosphere and Blue. I'm hoping to get more. If you guys can support this, then, me reviewing other than Legos, then that's okay. I'm not going to review, every toy ever, because, not for me. I'm going to still stick to Legos more, but I'm going to try to review stuff like this and hope you guys can enjoy them. That's why I changed my name to Kevin11. This is still going to be focused more on, Legos more, but I'm going to also try to have some attention to some stuff. Let you guys know what you also should get. But, yeah, so enough talk. It's time to review the Indoraptor. Jeez, this thing is stuck here. I don't know what's keeping it. Oh, it was this. Oh, this is keeping that from moving. Cut that out. There we go. There we go. How do I open this? When you had the Hasbro stuff, you at least had an idea how to open it. Here, it's much harder. Don't want to ruin the box. Pretty cool. Oh, there's this tape here. There we go. Got it. Jeez. Hopefully I don't ruin the box. There we go. How do we open it from here? Oh, there's a tape here. It's keeping this thing together. There we go. Yeah, there's really no way I can keep this Indoraptor in here with the package. So, oh man, I was hoping it didn't have to come to this, but yeah, there's really no other choice here. I'm gonna have to cut it free. could, like, do that, yeah. Yeah, I could still package this thing. Yeah! Yes, I got the tail. So, I'm guessing if I clip this in, I'm never taking this thing out. Yeah, it looks like it. Well, it looks like I can't, take this tail out once I clip it in. Is it the other way? How the heck do I think this way? Where's it? Like, oh, I can take it out. That's good, but how? Underneath. Tell me your secrets. Oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, you get it right. I got it right. Alrighty. I feel like the tail could be better, but I'm kidding. Pretty cool, actually. Let's move this box now. So here it is, out of the box, and, well, this is out of the box, but, yeah, if you don't want to ruin your box, which usually I don't want to ruin it, then it is possible, but this will stay out, but you could just put tape in it, it's fine. Yeah, it is kind of possible to put it back in if you just don't cut this right here, but most of you won't care, but let's get on with the main attraction. The Indoraptor. Oh my goodness, I love this figure. It's so cool. Like, first off, look at its feet. It's humongous. Like, the feet look massive. Like, let me give you some scale. This figure looks like it can get eaten by the Indoraptor. Look how long it is. Like the feet are truly massive. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the sense of scale, but it is humongous. This is really sweet. Like, or like, I don't know how to do it, but like, yeah, like, we're just gonna kind of improvise. Like, can it stand? Oh, whoops. Can it stand? Oh my goodness, it can stand. Like, look right here. The tail is super long. It can stand. Something Hasbro failed to do. Well, this can kind of stand. We'll compare it later. But yeah, so let's talk about the detailing first. The detailing is amazing. Look at the Indoraptor's face. Like, wow, that is so cool. Like, the detailing, the plastic, it doesn't feel cheap. Like, okay, this feels, like, loose a little, but, like, well, actually, no, it doesn't feel that loose, actually. Feels like rubber, kind of, here. Like, it's more rubbery here, and I do think, for posability, doesn't seem that bad. Like, feels stiff. Like, it really feels like hard plastic here. Like, they really spared no expense here. Like, yeah. This Indoraptor rocks. Why didn't Hasbro give us this kind of stuff? They really couldn't give us this stuff. Let's try to pose it like this. It's like, can you... Oh my goodness. Like, can it... I thought I broke it for a second. It can do that. Like, I thought I broke it for a second. I was like, Mattel, you just hurt my feelings. Yeah, you can pose it like that. Yeah, it's like running at you. It's really cool. Like, so cool. Like, you don't know how cool this thing is. Like, I posed it like this. It looks awesome. What the heck? Like, we're gonna pose it with them eating a Hasbro, like, this is a Jurassic World Hasbro toy. Pathetic. I know it is. So pathetic, I'm gonna have him eat it. Incredible. Just incredible. Alrighty, so now let's talk about the posability. You can move the hands, the elbows, the neck. Like, there's two necks, like two parts of the neck. This part and this part. Like, you can move the head. You can also move the arms, like, what the? What was this? This just fell off. Or was that an eraser? What is this? Like, this just fell off. Hope it wasn't important. Doesn't look like anything important. Doesn't matter. Like, it looks important. Like, what the heck? What happened here? Did it rip off? I don't know if you guys saw that, but it looked like something ripped off, but looks like it isn't important, so that's okay. But anyway, you can move that. You can move the legs, obviously, like back and forth, but be careful. Like, well, actually, no, it requires lots of force. You can hear a joint move, and you can also hear this. Like, you can move this leg, and then you can move this, and you can move it like tilt it, move the sides. The tail, you can move this tail, and then there's another tail. So, posability, pretty cool. You can really display this in lots of cool ways. Plus, it won't have any balancing issues, so that's pretty cool. Like, this looks pretty cool. Like, I can pose it like this. Like, the tail is so long that it poses really well, and you can pose this in so many different ways. I also forgot to mention that if you look right here, there's, like, you can look, there's silver and stuff around here. And if you guys notice this on the toy as well, and you're like, wow, the paint, they really didn't do a good job with the paint job. Well, you're wrong, because this is very accurate. So accurate, they got the little details that the film had. Because those silver stuff is supposed to reflect on how this Indoraptor is not a perfect prototype. Like Dr. Wu himself said, it is a prototype. It's not perfect, it's flawed. And Mattel did a good job reflecting that here. It's so good, so well detailed, and yeah, this toy's pretty cool. I also want to mention there's this like weird thing here. I guess it's for the top jaw, I guess, so they need to do that somehow. Let's look at the mouth. Like, they got the tongue. They didn't paint the bottom part, but then again, that's okay. Can also, yeah, they didn't paint this top part unless it's not supposed to be painted. Like, I don't remember that having, like, that happening in there. Like, having the, like, gums and all that. So I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, if you open, you can see the red part here. I love this figure. This figure is so amazing. Like, I'm sorry if you just heard me say this out of nowhere, but like, this figure is amazing. It's incredible. So incredible. It really is incredible. Oh, that was my fault. I didn't pose it. Pose? Incredible. I also would like to mention that they also got the quills. Oh, they look like quills. This design is so cool. The reason I wanted to get this was because I thought this is like a hybrid, so I'm not gonna get like, you know, like I'm not gonna get the same trikes or the next line or whatever. This thing, spoiler alert, died in Fallen Kingdom, so I thought this is probably the only time I'm gonna get this, and I got the posable nut one. I don't know if there's an electronic one, but who cares about that? Because, you know, I want the posable one. I don't want the electronic one, for now at least. Like, the main selling point was the posability, so I thought, you know, like this was from Game Beaver's review, like you could pose it and maybe even do stop motion, so I thought I should get it because I want to maybe make some stop motion with this. Maybe this could fit in with my Legos. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. So now let's compare it to other figures. So let's compare it to the Indominus Rex. Now this is from the Dominus versus Gyrosphere, so not bad. Scale wise, like the heads look at the heads. They're kind of similar, I guess, like, well, at least in size. Like in quality, this is no competition. Like Like, you can hear the mechanisms inside, which is not a good thing. And, like, feels like I'll rip this out, and this leg's really loose and all that. Like, in terms of head, like, the head and neck look the same length, but as you can see here, the tail is not as long. The feet is not as long as well. Like, look at the feet. Look at the height. Like, right here is the height. The length, as you saw, is very off. But then again, this does have a long tail. But I do feel like this one should have had a longer tail, so yeah. Originally, in Fallen Kingdom, there was going to be like a sister for the Indoraptor that it would kill, I'm pretty sure. But they cut it out. But hey, if you wanted to see that kind of, like, if you wanted like a sister or something, this would probably be your best bet, because it is very close. Like, the size is very close here, although the length and height is very off. But yeah, as you see here, and as I'm going to compare to other like stuff, the quality is very low compared to Mattel's. So, wow. I also forgot to mention that you can move these legs like, looks like it's dancing. Let's compare it to the Basher Biter Indominus. Now, unlike the Indominus versus Gyrosphere one, this looks more accurate to Indominus and looks really cool. Now, oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, like, whether these two are compatible. They're compatible, I guess, like, sort of. Like, I guess they're kind of compatible. But, yeah, so compare these two. In terms of sculpting, they're not that bad. Quality is a bit off, but this does feel a little smooth. Let's compare lengths. Yeah, this is very small. Mostly because the tail's up, but, like, it ends, like, around here, so yeah, wow. Like, height, it's a joke here. Although this is, like, very small, it would make sense for it to be, like, the sister as well. Although not as much as this one. This would make more sense for it to be, like, the sister. Seeing how it does look more like Indominus. The king of all craps. The Basher Biter T-Rex. As you can see here, this is a joke. Like, look at this thing. This thing not only towers it over, like size, but it also towers it over quality as well. Like, look at this thing. This looks really like the Indoraptor from the movie, while this one, it just looks like crap. It just looks very bad. Just looks very bad. Let's compare, like, the heads. Like, the head is very close, but, like, the neck is not that much close in length or whatever, but, like, you know, this is very smaller. Like, the T-Rex barely passes, like, the tail. This T-Rex is very bad. Like, it feels like it's cheap. It's basically a McDonald's toy, and the gimmicks are very meh. Yeah. Sorry, you may have been the first Jurassic World toy that I've gotten, but this is the first Fallen Kingdom toy, and it surpasses this by a mile. A mile! But, yeah. Final comparison, blue. Now, like I said, this barely stands, but it actually does stand, but, like, it's very hard a little bit sometimes. This thing can stand. Trying to get it to stand. Okay, it stands. In terms of quality, this raptor is actually one of the best dinosaurs in terms of quality. Like, it actually does feel very nice, although this tail does feel like a little cheaply connected. Just a little, but not that bad. Pretty cool. Like, I think the only issue is, like, it's very hard to balance. and like you don't get that much action features, but it is cool to display like this one. But in terms of comparison, it actually fits together really well. This is very compatible with this one. Like, you can recreate the fight in the movie where like Blue is just like attacking the Indoraptor. You know, they fight each other. He's just like, and then just slaps him in the face. Then like jumps in the air, maybe kills it. Yeah, like, I think if it wasn't for the screw holes, this would be much higher. A little more higher than it should be. Maybe if Hasbro gave more care, this could be very great. But it's still good. Like, but that's just awesome. Look at this. Like, okay, maybe this should be a little more back, but like, maybe it should be looking at him, but look at that. That looks cool. You know what? Yeah, this works very well with this one. Guys, let's just go to my final thoughts now. I have to say now, this is a great figure. Thank you, Mattel, for this great figure. This is amazing. Sorry. Yeah, like, since this does have a lot of posability, you can make it in lots of poses. But that's one of the best things about this figure. You can pose it in many different ways, and it won't have balancing issues. That's amazing. That really is amazing. Like, it can balance right. It has a long tail to help it balance. The head, like, everything. The sculpt is great. The plastic and the materials they use is great. The design, everything about this is accurate. Accuracy is an A. Sculpting, an A. Materials, an A. Like, this is the best figure out of the line so far. Maybe the thrashing throw can rival it. Maybe that. That is probably the only thing that can rival this. Like, the other Mattel stuff, while they are good, they do have some, like, minor issues that should be taken into account. But this is the best one out of the line. I am telling you, I am recommending you this figure. This is very great. You can play with this with the Raptor blue, or maybe the blue that Mattel gave us, the more accurate blue. But yeah, so this, like, I'm gonna give, like, toys like these, like, action figures, or like, basically not Legos. I'm gonna give these ratings because I think I can criticize or critique these more better. This Indoraptor gets an A+, which means 10 out of 10. Get it now. It is amazing. It is probably the best, like, it's probably the best that Mattel has offered us in this line. Really get this thing. It is one of the best Jurassic Park toys ever, and oh my goodness, I love this figure. This figure's great. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and yeah, what do you guys think of this Indoraptor? And do you guys want to see me branch out from Lego just a little bit? Let me know. But anyway, see you later. Rah!